When a judge or a magistrate orders a non-custodial parent, typically a father, to go get a paternity test,
Right.
they're literally, legally and physically assisting the plaintiff in getting their discovery, which is the evidence that they supposedly need to demonstrate that the father is a default obligor. You understand?
Yeah.
So basically, the judge and the plaintiff are one and the same.
Right.
The court is basically a satellite office of the Department of Health and Human Services collecting money on behalf of the government. They don't care about the kid. It has to do with money. It has to do with dividing and conquering families, alienating children. That case was settled back in the earlier mid 80s, which determined, it established that child support cases are in fact not child support cases. So they have nothing to do with the best interest of the child. Right? Why are they still being heard in the family court? Number one, right?
To destroy family.
So if the judge wants to order a non-custodial parent or a father into a paternity test, the state actually gets paid for that order by the federal government. So if the family judges or the family magistrates, if they never issued orders, they wouldn't have a job. Why are child support cases still expedited? If a father gets relevant discovery, the case is over. Because their only witness is the custodial parent. Paternity legally does not establish a person as being a default obligor. So basically, the government's working to redistribute wealth, and they're actually in the process at the same time they're incentivizing women to sit on their hands and make as little as possible. They can't win. The father can go into court, plead his case, stand on his head, turn purple, cry, beg, and will never win. Never. Remember what I said before. The state is not incentivized to verify the income or the expenses of the custodial parent because they profit off of the delta between the two incomes of the parents, right? The taxpayer is helping to fund this. Because the federal government is printing money to distribute to the state departments of health and human services to reimburse them for their actions, for their court orders, and for this and for that. The state makes about 1.67%. I'm sorry, 1.67 times. It's a very lucrative business.
Great business.
They're not incentivized to help families. They're incentivized to farm and traffic its own citizens and to profit off of them until they're broke.